What's going on, everybody? So let's talk about the big elephant in the room, and that elephant is going to be Google. So one of the most dominant stocks in the FANG stocks, in the triple Qs, in the NASDAQ 100 is Google. So Google actually had a nice day today, up 27, finished at 27.52, was up 42 or 46% and in just over a percentage point and a half. With that being said, not only does Google come in with the earnings, but comes in with the announcement of a future coming 20-to-1 stock split. They are going to turn Google into an absolute freaking meme stock. This thing is going to go down to about $140, $165 a share. I mean, think about that. For everyone that wants to play Google, that hasn't been able to play Google, all the day traders, all the smaller, retail investors that necessarily can't really afford to play Google because of the big options premium, you guys are going to be able to now play this at $140, $150 a share. Not only that, but investors are going to get rewarded as they get split with 20 shares to 1 on that. So what I expect in Google is a massive run up. I expect them to keep on continuing to run this stock. Google probably alone is going to cause the triple Qs to gap up oversupply, because if you were following the markets today on the NASDAQ 100, it was a very, very slow day. Like, price action was horrible. I was sitting there at one point in time and it was just like, okay, ready to turn off the computer screens, not really catching much trades. We already knew that we needed to take care of business today. Those bears were going to get slapped. I mean, absolutely slapped. There is so much money on the put side of things because people are expecting the stock market to go lower. They're expecting that next leg down. Now, I'm not saying that we're not going to get another leg down. It's entirely possible that we very well could get rejected and start to roll over. But with that being said, with the AMD earnings, with the rest of the tech earnings, with these Google earnings, if we take a look at Google stock chart right now, we could take a look on a daily time frame here. The 50-day moving average was resting at around 28.27. Not only did Google reclaim the 50-day moving average on the close, they also reclaimed, I believe it's the 100, the 50 EMA, it could be the 150, the 100, the 20, the 50 EMA, the 50 SMA, and the 100 simple moving average EMA as well. Cleared out all levels of supply, and not only did they do that, they also took out price action here, the high wicks here we had the first leg down. Okay, so if we look here, first leg down, then we had the bounce, and then we had continued follow through. Not only did they take out all of this prior price action, they took out the first bounce from the first leg down here at 28.56, and currently we're trading at 3,000 in the after hours session. As of right now, Google looks like it can run to next resistance area, going to be sitting at around 3,043, and then we have the upper channel on the linear regression going all the way to 32.86. Guys, don't be surprised if this month in February that the NASDAQ 100 and the rest of the tech stocks continue to get a bounce here. And I would not be surprised to see them run it into 32.86. I could see them running Google stock price into 32.86 before there's any sort of pullback. Meaning that as we get closer, whenever they do come out with the date when they're going to do the 20-to-1 stock split, I think you're going to see a little bit of, profit taking from some traders, some swing traders, this, that, and the other. But the investors, to all of you guys, I think you guys could benefit from this nice little run up here, because a lot of people are going to be FOMOing into this play here, trying to grab up those shares before they actually split. Now, mind you, same thing with NVIDIA. When NVIDIA announced their stock split, they completely ran the price up. And then after they split, they kind of sold off for a little bit, took them a little bit of time to recover. So I think that we could potentially see a run up in Google to 32.86, depending on if you're a trader, swinger, or a long-term investor. You could take some profits there. Definitely want to hold on to some shares as you get that 20-to-1 split. Just know that once they do split, you are likely to see a little bit of pullback. You are likely to see a lot of profit taking at that time, but that's something that we're going to have to deal with when we get there. We don't even know when the actual split is going to be. With that being said, it looks like the short-term bottom on Google is in. I personally, and you guys can come back in the comment sections when I am wrong, if I am wrong, I think the short-term bottom here on Google, 24.93 is going to be the short-term bottom. I think that we are going to get this next leg up here. So what I was concerned about actually was, you can see we had this big drop here. Then we did get a little bit of a bounce. This was a fake out here. Then we got this second leg down. What I was concerned about here is coming into this zone, not actually taking out this 2856, and it's just, you know, with the overall market being a little bit of a fake out breakout, meaning that we got our first leg down, we got our relief bounce, we got our second leg down, we got our relief bounce, and then I was thinking, man, we're really going to come back down here, put in another leg below 24.93. However, earnings 20-to-1 stock split kind of saved that, because now sitting in the after hours, we are at 3,000. So we're all the way up here, guys. We are all the way up here. Whoops, that's a little bit too big. We are all the way about here. So initially tomorrow, I think we can run the stock into 30.43. That's going to be the linear regression supply zone here. It would also take out all of this price action here, and also take out these recent highs, all-time highs here, 30.19. Just an insane move, an absolute insane move. Did Google just save the whole stock market on the NASDAQ 100 from putting in a third leg down? Did Google just actually save the market from putting in that leg down? It is yet to be determined, but what is to be determined is that it was an insane move. AMD as well, insane move on AMD. Feel sorry for PayPal. Sorry, PayPal. But I think it's a potential loading zone on PayPal. Guys, 150s all the way into the 120s is a loading zone. So you can nibble here. I would nibble at PayPal in the 150s. And then I would add a little bit more in the 130s. And then I would definitely want to load around 125, 126, just between me and you. But with that being said here, Google could have very well saved the short-term bottom here, yet to be determined. Guys, exciting day in the market right now. A lot of small caps are also moving too. Ton of small caps. Hood, SoFi, DraftKings. What else? Fubu. So many of the meme plays that we all know to love are running and getting a little bit of relief bounce with the Russell 2000 and IWM stocks. Guys, if you like this video, please do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, drop me a thumbs up. Also, if you want to join my Discord where I kind of drop levels and stocks that I'm trading intraday, join that Discord. That link is down in the description box below. If you have no idea what you're doing, if you love the stock market and you have no idea how to trade, I have a website, evolutiontraders.com. Become a lifetime member. I will give you access to my one-on-one chat. I will give you access to my watch list. I will give you access to the stocks that I'm trading. You can also take part in understanding the process. My course, 22 videos, 2.5 hours of content. I guarantee you that you will learn how to trade the markets. I'm not saying you're going to be profitable, because guess what, guys? Profitability all comes down to your mentality, comes down to your discipline, comes down to your risk management and how well you can control your own ego. So even though I do not have any control over what you buy and sell, you will have a pretty good idea of what would be a good area to buy a stock and what would be perhaps a bad area to buy a stock. And maybe when that move fails and your strategy does break down, because nobody's strategy is 100%, you will know how to have good risk management and not lose your whole account, not blow up an account. And it will also give you a good insight on where you're potentially you guys could sell and make some money. So no guarantees that you guys are actually going to make some money, because remember, guys, at the end of the day, you got to put in the work and you got to be disciplined in the stock market. I can only provide you the tools, and what you do with those tools is a whole different story. Just like I can give a general contractor tools to build a house, but if they hire a bunch of people that have never built a house before, they're not going to really know what they're doing, and they're probably not going to be able to build that house. It's the same thing when it comes to trading the stock market. Guys, I will see you guys all in the next video. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching this video, and until next time, guys, let's all become profitable.